Okay, so what we're going to do is let's first go ahead and take a look at the actual message that was posted on the Bitcoin Talk forums. So if we come here, I'll put a link in the message here below, but you guys can see that here is the actual message where it was posted that he'll pay 10,000 Bitcoin for a couple of pizzas, like maybe two, kind of telling him what he wants. And then he just says, okay, thanks, Lazlo. And so he gets some scuttlebutt. And then finally, he actually posts down here that someone took him up on his offer, said thanks to Jericho's, even posted a couple pictures of the two pizzas. And so there are those two pizzas that he got from Bitcoin Pizza Day. So there's the pictures of the pizzas, and we can see that the pizzas got delivered, and it looks delicious, right? And so now if we wanted to actually, let's go out and actually take a look at this particular transaction. And so if you wanted to see this transaction, you can go out to block number and just use your favorite block explorer, but you're going to go out to block number 57,043. And we go out to this particular block number, what we're going to see is, of course, we're going to see the initial Coinbase, okay? So this is the reward that you see for the individual miner, and that's 50 Bitcoin that we see over here. And then the 0.99 was the fee, and that was probably the fee that he earned from this particular transaction. And so if we see the inputs for this transaction, we see that the inputs came from Laszlo's controlled wallets, or excuse me, from Laszlo's controlled addresses, I should say. So when we expand this out, what you'll notice is, this will take a second probably, but when we expand this out, you'll notice that Lazlo actually controlled several addresses, right? And so he owned the private keys that controlled the coins that were held and locked into these addresses. And so what he needed to do is he needed to provide the unlocking script that would allow him to move these value out of these addresses. And so what Lazlo did is he provided that unlocking script that then transferred that value from these addresses to this address. And in addition to that, he also paid 0.99 in fee to the miner. And so 0.99 in fee, which was not part of the pluses and minuses, was sent to the miner. So all of the credits and debits balance out. And as we say many times in UTXO, all of the inputs must equal the outputs, and that's what we would see here. Any difference would be the fee, and the fee would get paid to the miner. So that's what we see here, and that's what happened, and there's the 10,000 Bitcoin that were transferred to the gentleman in England for getting those two Papa John pizzas out to Florida and providing that value to that individual. So many times what people will do is they'll look at this transaction and they'll say, holy cow, that guy paid $80 million at today's prices for those two pizzas. That's crazy stupid. But the reality is without having that very first transaction, we would have never been able to realize that these Bitcoin that we were using as in essence, just a digital asset or just a digital trophy, could be then used to transfer. So it's now a method of exchange. And it's already been a storage of value because we've been storing them as kind of our value that we would get for mining or for contributing to the network. And so therefore the store of value, the method of exchange, and then lastly, we need a unit of account. Well, we have a unit of account because we see here we have two accounts that were controlled, and we have the ability to transfer assets between those two accounts. So in essence, Bitcoin provides the core functionality of money. And so therefore, that's why this transaction is so incredibly important. Happy Bitcoin Pizza Day to you guys, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and get those Papa John pizzas ordered for lunch today and tell them you know all about Bitcoin Pizza Day. All right, guys, we'll see you later and check you out next time.